All right, so we're going to end the program today talking about the Bybit hack, which happened on, was it Friday? Thursday? I don't remember. All the days are just mushed together at this point. I think people don't realize how big of a deal this hack is. And I think that this is going to be the foot in the door that governments have been looking for with regards to regulatory action against non-KYC CoinSwap services. This is, as far as I understand it, the largest hack ever. Not just cryptocurrency hack, the largest hack ever. $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum has been stolen from Bybit by means of rather clever Trojan contract that was sent to a storage wallet that Bybit had owned. I have a really good post here that kind of broadly summarizes it in this tweet, and then they go into more detail. But basically, the hack involved the four broad group of events, and it says, 1, attacker deployed a Trojan contract and a backdoor contract. 2, attacker tricked signers of the upgradable multi-sig cold wallet to authorize a malicious ERC20 transfer to a Trojan contract. 3, instead of transferring tokens, Trojan contract replaces the master copy of the actual safe multi-sig implementation contract with the backdoor contract, which is solely controlled by the attacker. And then 4, the attacker called sweep ETH and sweep ERC20 to drain the wallet of all of its native Ethereum, M Ethereum, ST Ethereum, and CM Ethereum tokens. Again, this guy goes into more detail, but their Trojan contract just altered the contract of this multi-sig contract that existed. I know it's confusing, but it switched it to this backdoor contract. And the backdoor contract was basically sweeping all the Ethereum and sending it to the person who stole it. That individual or individuals is Lazarus Group. They've been around for a while, and they're out of North Korea. And they are being accused of being behind, yet again, the largest attack, or hack, I should say, in history. Now, how they fished this, I have no idea. I don't think this has come out yet as to actually how they were able to fish the Bybit people into accepting this transaction that was sent to them. Somehow, though, they were able to convince the Bybit people to run this malicious ERC20 transfer, which sent the contract to this backdoor contract, which was then able to sweep the funds. So yeah, they fished them. They may have somebody on the inside. Who the heck knows? But they were able to steal a lot of money. So now, obviously, everybody is following the funds. And there was actually a tweet I just saw a couple minutes ago, which highlights how much of this stolen money has been frozen at various CoinSwap sites. So, for example, it looks like Tether flagged the address and froze 181,000 USDT. Thorchain blocked the blacklist. Change Now froze 34 ETH. Fixed Float froze 120,000 USDC plus USDT. AVAX froze 0.38755 BTC. CoinEx.com blocked the blacklist and provided key insights. BitGet Global blocked the blacklist and froze 84 USDT. And Circle assisted in connecting and provided crucial clues. I don't know what that means, but I guess they helped out. What I want to really point out here, though, is, we're hearing about the coordination between these services that are all, you should consider compromised. Like, this is actually a pretty good way of exposing who's compromised and who isn't. So, like, Thorchain, yeah, sucks ass. Fix Float, Change Now. If you're seeing a name on this, you want to avoid using this in the future Because right now it's just the North Koreans, but in the future it's going to be people who care about privacy. And we're seeing the beginning of really what is the decline of these non-KYC CoinSwap services and their usage. And the reason for that is because governments are going to start going after them with regulations. I really firmly believe this. And yeah, this attack is going to be the kind of the lightning rod for this, because you're going to have, nation states saying, why do these websites exist on the ClearNet, right? Why are we allowing these sites to exist? The North Koreans, they were able to steal all this money and funnel them through these sites and get in return cryptocurrency that can't be stopped. And, the thing is, they are able to do that because there are websites that aren't blocking them. In this case, with so much value being transferred, obviously Monero is not a candidate choice for them to swap into by virtue of liquidity issues, right? So they've been mostly swapping into Bitcoin. In fact, I don't even know if they're swapping at all into Monero. We're not hearing too much noise about what they're swapping into. I'm sure we're going to be hearing more about this. This story is a big deal, guys. This is not like some nothing ransomware attack. It's the largest hack in history. This is crazy. And while Monero isn't primarily being used, it's mostly Bitcoin. And yes, Bitcoin is being traced. There's a bunch of different people tweeting out transaction graphs. People are following all these funds. Again, what we're going to see is eventually the North Koreans, they're going to get their way. They're just going to keep trying different non-KYC sites. And they're going to keep funneling all this money through that. And it's going to be a big show of which of these sites are actually preserving freedom and which are going to bend the knee of the government. And most of them will bend the knee of the government because they want to continue existing, right? Like Thor and AVAX, they're being exposed right now, right? But those are just blockchains. All these websites, they're going to get subpoenaed. They're going to be providing the metadata of any swaps, tangentially related to this. And you're probably already being contacted right now. I think if we do see some regulations come through, with the Trump administration, buried in that will be something, targeting these non-KYC websites. It just won't be a thing anymore to get a cryptocurrency non-KYC on the ClearNet. Of course, we've been preparing for that in Monero, so it's really not the end of the world. But this is really the direction I believe that we are heading. We have yet to see if Ethereum is going to do some sort of rollback, which they could do. It's not like they haven't done in the past. But something like this is something that you can put in front of some normie and have them sign off on it without actually understanding what they're signing off on, right? The North Koreans stole a bunch of money. That's all you need to tell somebody, and they'll sign away their rights without realizing it. This is the boogeyman that the government salivates over having, right? They love this because they can use this to take away our rights.